purse rehab video is long awaited, and it may not be long awaited by you guys, but it's way overdue, and it's more than long awaited for me. You see, I bought the cheapest Gucci bag that they had on eBay. Shout out to my friend Alicia, who actually found this bag. By the way, she found this bag using the tips and tricks that I talk about in my video. I will link down below on how to score luxury bags at a discount. So when she texted me and said, I found a $14 Gucci, it's ending in a few minutes, I jumped on it. $14 plus shipping for a Gucci bag. Could that be too good to be true? When I tell you that the listing photos looked bleak, the bag is more than a little damaged, and honestly I wasn't sure, outside of the cosmetic damage, what condition it would be in when it got to me. This bag arrived at my house, and as soon as I opened it, whew, I could smell basically mildew. It smelled like storage. It did not smell pleasant. So I immediately boxed it right back up. I haven't even taken this out of the box. I put it right back in, and I thought, no, I'm gonna unbox this for the channel, and I want people to see my genuine reaction to every smell, every way that it looks, to everything about unboxing this bag. So I put it back in the box immediately and I put it in my closet. It has been living in my closet like this. And a few days ago, I come across it and I thought, I need to do the video on that purse. This is why I say that this is a long awaited video, because when I went to look up how long ago did I actually buy that bag? You guys, okay, first of all, it's January 2025 when I'm making this video. I bought this bag back in November of 2023. It has been sitting over a year. And remember, back in November, well, it looks like it actually arrived to me December 1st. Back in December 2023, it had a smell to it. I boxed it right back up and shoved it in the closet. So I have done this bag no favors, and we're about to see, what does it smell like now? Truth be told, I should probably be wearing gloves. I don't even know. This thing, it could be covered in mold for all we know. Hopefully it's not covered in mold.
Dude, what if it's like covered in black mold?
I changed your diapers. I'm not afraid of a little black mold.
Dang.
What we do know though is that I'm going to spend the rest of the video trying to take this bag back to its former glory, make it usable again, and save the vintage. So let's go. All right, I honestly am a little bit apprehensive about this. While unboxing this, I want to welcome you guys back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel Strickland. I've been over here on YouTube since the dawn of the dinosaurs, and recently the channel has gotten more attention because you guys love these purse rehab videos. So I am putting out lots of purse rehab videos. I have another on the way. I have a project I just ordered off of Poshmark. I am constantly looking for junk, damaged, vintage luxury products to rehab for you guys. All that being said, sounds like something you're interested in. Be sure to subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you as part of the community here. It's free and it lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job with something. Oh, here we go. Okay, it definitely still has that mildewy smell. Like, it doesn't smell dangerous. It smells, there's a storage smell for sure. Come with me as there's a hair. $14, guys. $14 Gucci bag. I knew I was gonna have to rehab it. All right, here goes. It just smells like storage. Like, it's a little dusty. This purse looks like someone threw it. Oh, it's a strong odor. This purse looks like somebody threw it in their closet and forgot about it for like 13, 14 months or something. And okay. First of all, first thing we're gonna be doing is giving her a bath. I'm gonna soak this bag in a way that's gonna offend some of you guys, because some people are under the impression that luxury products cannot see water. Now, some luxury products can. I'm not telling you to soak down the the light leather on a Louis Vuitton. That's untreated leather. Don't get that wet. This thing, there's only one way to save this thing, and it's gonna start with getting a bath. Okay, so it's just wrapped up in this little piece of paper here. Oh, she's stinky. I don't have gloves. Okay, but the monogram detail, the mini GG all over, is in way better condition than what I thought. All right, so first of all, let's look at the side profile. Clearly it was stored in pristine condition in someone's closet and they used a purse shaper. No, this thing was laid down with a bunch of other stuff on top of it, and look what they did to her. I'm so sorry. But like I say, the monogram is in pretty good condition. What I see most often with the Sherry line, that's what this is called, the Sherry line, Gucci, the Micro Supreme or Micro GG, this canvas is always flaking off, and I'm not seeing that here, so that's fantastic. I do, however, see a ton of rubbing on the corners. Is that even considered rubbing at this point? There is a lot wrong on the corners here, so you know we're gonna be looking at some leather stain. But look at this. The original tag is here. These alone sell for $40 a piece over on eBay. The strap, before we open this bag, we have we have GG marks back here, screws in the hardware. I mean, everything definitely okay, I haven't seen the inside yet, but everything is looking fine and authentic thus far. There's no pocket on the back, and it has the classic GG here. We have a little bit of rubbing there. The corners here are damaged. That one not quite as badly. It's like sticky. I definitely need to wash my hands when I'm done. Do not let me touch my face. Okay, look at that. She may have some mildew issues, but look at what good condition the leather is in. It just needs, and she needs some help. She needs some help. It's a little, not powdery. There's a serial number in there. You see that? Overall, I'm impressed. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it and stick my hand in here. There's no powderiness to the leather, which is what we see a lot in this era of bag. If you guys missed my sticky Gucci interior bag, boy, we went on a roller coaster of emotions with that bag. I'll link that down below in the comments, but there's almost no interior rehab necessary here. Is that money? Wait, is it a bobby pin? What is this? Oh, there's a key. If there's a lock in here, that would be a real treasure, huh? There's a key though. Just this tiny little key. I'm not really sure what that goes to. This bag stinks. But honestly, I'm so impressed. Again, the simple fact that the GG monogram, this micro print, is in good condition. The canvas is in good condition. I'm not gonna have to bust out a ton of paint. I think that cleaning this bag and restaining the corners is gonna be the worst of my problems here. I definitely want to relocate that charm, polish up the hardware some, definitely needs some edge coat. The strap is overall in good condition. The leather is not deteriorating, but the entire bag needs to be reshaping. I have a ton of products in mind to rehab this bag, and as always, I'm gonna link everything below in the description. I shop the most affordably because I am buying $14 Gucci bags online to save money. So nothing in the description is a crazy price. If you ever wanna rehab your own bags, just check out those links. They're all affiliate links and they help the channel as well. I am starting out with a 5-gallon bucket, 10 pumps of Dawn dishwashing liquid. If Dawn is safe enough to save the wildlife, it can save Gucci, okay? Yeah, I definitely feel like I could clean the outside of this bag with the best tools, and I am going to be using some of the best tools, and I still would not feel good carrying this, knowing that I didn't get every little nook and cranny. So while this is going to make some of you guys cringe, and this is what I was saying, that some people are going to be offended by what I do to this bag, it's going in the water. This thing is going to be scrubbed down by hand, and it's completely being submerged. When you come across $14 Gucci and it needs to be saved, just understand you can submerge it. One thing that I know a lot of people are concerned about when you completely submerge a bag like this, or when you wash a bag like this, is that the lining could shrink and pull away from the bag. So it's a consideration. If you decide to do this to your bag, you're doing it at your own risk, but I have yet to ever have that happen in the years that I have been rehabbing luxury bags. Literally just have a sponge I got from the Dollar Tree here, guys. And I'm just doing a little preliminary wipe down because, like I said, we're going to be using the best tools available to clean this bag, but we have to get the smell off of it first. We have to get any type of a mildew residue off of this bag first. And this is already going to start to reshape the bag because the water is hot and you're getting the leather wet. So if you have a bag like this and you're just dumbfounded about how could I ever reshape this bag, if you get leather wet, if you get leather hot enough, you're going to be able to reshape it. You can put it into basically any shape that you want, stuffing it during the drying process. So you'll see more of that, but right now this thing's just getting its wipe down, wiping down everything with Dawn and lukewarm water. All right, I'm just taking the sponge to the inside of the bag as well, trying not to get purse syrup on the floor. If you know what purse syrup is, give yourself a pat on the back because you are an OG purse rehab fan here on the channel. Purse syrup for the win. Maybe I should get some merch, like a shirt that says purse syrup. And only people that have been here from the beginning would know. If you want to know what purse syrup is, watch the Gucci Rehab video that is tagged in the description down below. There are 3 pockets here. That's really cool. Look how dirty this water is. Look at that. Look at that. All right, I decided that honestly, I don't feel like this thing needs to sit and soak in that container, other than possibly to reshape the canvas and the leather. I'm just gonna rinse this off, and yes, I'm sorry, this is happening in my kitchen sink. I'm not going to dump that water anywhere near the kitchen sink. It'll either get dumped out in the woods or in the toilet, I promise. But so much of this bag is already coming so clean. But look, this is still quite misshapen, so I don't know. Maybe I should dump the water, let it sit in some hot water a bit longer, just so that I can truly reshape this. I don't think this is going to just reshape on its own. We're going to have to sit. But since it's cleaner now, you know what? We're going to let this purse sit and soak in hot water in the sink here, just so, again, I can kind of reshape this bag. Just getting my hands clean from touching that bag, and just want to show you guys, just because you work from home, if you are even doing a semi-dirty job, it's no reason why you can't look absolutely fabulous all the time. One thing that has kept me from looking 100% fabulous all the time is finding a comfortable pair of heels. But the search is over. Let me show you what I came across. Cozy Island is redefining the way that we think about women's footwear and the pain associated with high heels. And they are the sponsor of today's video. Thank you, Cozy Island, for the 3 pair of heels that they sent over for me to test out and let you guys know about this brand that is absolutely changing the heel wearing game for this girl. Now, I picked out 2 pair of heels, and the 3rd pair of heels I actually sent to my flight attendant sister, because I feel like our flight attendants, guys, are on their feet 8, 9, 12 hours some days, and they are in the air. Who would know comfortable footwear better than a flight attendant? But let me show you the pairs that I grabbed. This pair, oh my gosh, this bright green. Spoiler alert, I have actually unboxed these, but I wanted you guys to see and experience how they were shipped to me in these little dust bags, a full luxury experience. And if you can see, this is a knitted upper. Look at that rhinestone buckle. This is stretched, so you don't actually have to unbuckle this every time. The first thing I did when these came in, I mean the first thing, absolutely no break-in. I put these heels on and I said I'm just gonna wear them until my feet get tired. I wore them around my house for 3 hours until I decided I wanted to lay down on my couch, no shoes on the couch, and that's when I took them off. 3 hours up and down my basement steps, running around, doing all of my work from home stuff in a brand new pair of heels. Absolutely zero discomfort. Having seen the reviews where people said they could literally run in these, I did. I ran around my house. The other pair that I got, I needed for wide leg jeans, and guys, fresh out the box, wore these to Walmart grocery shopping. I wore them the other day. I had an appointment. I had to go to, again, Walmart. I went to the post office. I went to my son's school, back home, and these things, zero pain. But don't take my word for it.
I am so excited to talk to you guys today about these boots from Cozy Island. I started wearing them this week. I'm a flight attendant, and so I am on my feet all day long. Getting to the plane, obviously working on the plane, and then getting back to my car after a long day of flying. Flying is no joke. It's very hard on your body. The pressurization that your body goes through can make your feet swell, your hands swell, everything. When I tell you guys that these boots were so comfortable, there was no breaking in period. I, honest to goodness, just took them out of the box and started wearing them. This heel was super, super comfortable. And then the boots also kept me warm all week long. I'm so grateful for them, and I'm excited to try more.
Now, Cozy Island didn't just want me and my sister to enjoy these shoes. They want to offer you guys a discount. So down below in the description is discount code YT10 Rachel, and that's going to save you 10% off of anything on the Cozy Island website. I'm telling you, once you wear Cozy Island shoes, you're not going to go back to boring footwear just in the name of comfort. These are comfortable. They have finally done it. A comfortable women's heel. Let's get back to that Gucci Rehab.
For anyone who has doubts about me or thinks I'm nasty for putting this in my sink, you can see how clear the water is now, especially when we compare it with the water from the initial dunk. Would not want that in my sink, although I'm touching it. I truly feel like if you're grossed out by dirt and things like that, this probably wouldn't be the video that you clicked on in the first place. So welcome here. You guys are my people. We all found each other. And gosh, this purse actually holds quite a bit of stuff. I'm glad we got that key out earlier because that would have ended up in the 5-gallon bucket. I wouldn't even known it was in there. I think we are pretty good on the soak here. I'm gonna get a towel out and lay this purse out on the ground. Not yet to dry. We've got a bit more cleaning to do. I honestly wish I had something that wasn't quite as pretty, but all my stuff is pretty, so what's a girl to do, right? Go ahead and double this up with some really cool vintage towels. And we're just gonna dump all the water out of here. Don't worry, Gucci, you'll be good as new in no time. Now, this purse is lined, so we have the layer of leather, the layer of canvas, and a layer of lining inside. There's a lot of water trapped between that lining right now. It's important that we let all of that drain out before we take it over to the towel. So I'll be standing here for the next 5 minutes or so. I won't make you watch that. All right, it finally stopped dripping. I actually took the lining out. I wrung it out a little bit. And I mean, she's already looking better. Look how good the shape is looking in comparison with when we started. We've only done one thing to this bag. This one is going to be the piece de resistance, or however you say that. This is going to be my best one yet. However, something did fall off in the sink. I don't readily see anywhere that this looks like it fell off of. It is the same color as the bag, so I don't know. There's a possibility. I don't see anywhere. It doesn't look like it fell off of the purse. All right, today we are going to be using the Clean Kicks Ultimate Motorized Shoe Cleaning Kit. Now, I have used Clean Kicks in the past, but this is their newest kit. And if you guys like this product, I reached out to Clean Kicks and asked for a coupon code because, like I say, I have used them in the past when this was the tool that actually came with their product. See how soft that is? And now they actually have this super abrasive. This is made for cleaning sneakers. It's a sneakerhead product, okay? But how amazing is this going to work for purses? It does come with a 100% organic shoe cleaner. So all of you who have been worried about me using LA's Totally Awesome and chemicals, this is organic. It's all entirely from plants. It's environmentally friendly as well. And then we also have a microfiber towel. Code SAVE20 will save you 20%. Since I feel like the bulk of the rehab with this particular project is the cleaning, I am just paying special attention. We are going to clean every little nook and cranny. Okay, I'm really liking this. I feel like we're getting some soil up off of the canvas here with how hard this brush is on their new model. I feel like I'm getting stuff off that just the sponge and soaking did not do. Look at that lather. And I'm letting the tool do all of the work here. I'm just guiding it around. All right, so we can see how it's a little brown, a little discolored here. Hopefully once I've done this entire bag, we don't see that evident anywhere on this bag afterwards. Taking the microfiber cloth that came in the kit, just going to start wiping the cleaner off to see if there's any areas that need some special attention. Am I getting all of the dirt off? Wipe this off of the leather for sure. I can't get over the floral fragrance coming off, and it's not like a noxious fragrance. It literally just smells as light as being around a rose bouquet. And look at that. All of that discoloration, all the darkness on that is coming right off. This bag is fresh as a daisy already, guys. We're not even done with the cleaning process. No one is ever going to look at this bag and plug their nose again. New life, y'all. New life. Listen guys, if you have ever felt like this bag in the beginning of the video, if you ever felt downtrodden and defeated, if you ever felt like, you know what, things just stink, I want you to consider the true restorer of all things, the one who truly brings new life, and that is Jesus Christ. Totally restored and changed my life, and every time I restore a bag like this, I am reminded that he is restoring us one by one. Coming to Jesus and receiving new life is as easy as admitting you're a sinner and asking Jesus to come live in your heart and forgive you of those sins. New life is on its way immediately to every single person that accepts it. And just like these restoration videos, he can restore us. He can make us whole and new again. I'm going to take the same gorgeous towels that I was using earlier and stuff them into this bag. I might have to use like a smaller washcloth as well, but essentially whatever shape the purse dries in, that is the new shape of the bag. So it is so important that if you're restoring a bag like this, you don't just lay it over. We want this purse to look like it came out the factory. All right. So she is going to be stuffed like whoever owned her before never stuffed her before. And let's see, maybe I can utilize this towel front and back and stuff these, because I don't want this part to be flat either. I want this bag to have the prettiest shape to it, because it's a lot bigger bag than what it looked like. It was just so neglected. Never any care paid to it. Now it's important I don't shove this down, because I'm going to be shoving these leather pieces down, so we don't want to do that. We're going to shove it into the pockets. If anything, maybe wrap around that leather. Close the bag up here. Oh, I got her stuffed. And close this up. And then I'm going to get a towel for it to sit on, because if I hang this to dry, there's potential the bottom's not going to dry flat. And I really want this to dry flat. So I'm just going to maneuver the towel to be the exact shape I want this bag to dry in, get a towel and have it sit upright to dry. I kind of wonder, honestly, if I should lay this face down, because these corners, they're having a tendency to pucker outward. I know it's not going to be quite that bad when the bag is not overstuffed, but right now it is. And you get one chance to have this bag dry correctly. Otherwise, you have to repeat that entire process of soaking the bag, soaking the canvas in the leather again. And you can see, like, there's so much of a gap here. I hate to do it. Typically I would hate to do it, but I think I'm going to lay this bag on its face, at least for a portion of the drying process here. This little charm, guys. Again, if you see a Gucci bag in terrible repair and it has this, that's 40 bucks already, just because you have this charm. A lot of people make necklaces and make earrings and things out of charms like this. And this one, they're not making this anymore, so it's a $40 charm. While this bag dries, I think I can go ahead and do some piping repair. You'll notice all of this, try to get close enough so you guys can see, all of this is completely gone. There's no piping left. See, here's piping. Here's the piping that is left, and then it's completely exposed here. First, let's go ahead and tape off the canvas area. You guys already know I'm going to use edge coat for everything I possibly can get away with using it for. So today we are using it to fix all of this piping. I mean, this piping it's destroyed along the edge here. I'm hoping that I can build up a coat. I'm hoping that I can build this up and then we'll be able to paint it afterwards. And truly gonna have to build it with tiny little touches. But I think that I can repair this piping. Just first of all, get a good look at what it looks like before the repair, because I don't think you're going to recognize it after we get done. I did get a tool, an edge coat kind of tool. I found it at the Dollar Tree, but at the moment, I'm just unsure where I placed it. I think that this part might need to be glued down. Yeah, I feel like I could glue that closed there. You see what I'm talking about? Maybe I should come in with some super glue. I feel like I could glue all of these edges down. It would be so much better. Hey husband, do you have any super glue?
Of course I do.
Thanks. So what I actually discovered here is where the piping was split open, some of that leather was still intact. It was just hanging onto the side. It's as if you had sliced down the middle of the piping and you let the left side and the right side just fall to the sides. So I'm actually putting super glue down the middle and then with a toothpick coming in and trying to roll that split open leather, roll it back into place where it once was. It is a tiny little job, okay? You may need a magnifying glass or something like this, but I think that that's going to be the best way to repair that, and it's going to end up in the smoothest application, especially along the edges. So bear with me while we really work on this bag, just trying to super glue that piping. I honestly didn't realize how much of the leather and the piping was still here, but just busted open until I started super gluing it. So that's going to make the job of filling it a lot easier because there's actually a lot of the leather still here. So I'm just going in between these two pieces and then just folding the leather back over where it's supposed to be, covering up the piping. It's really meticulous work, but I think it's going to pay off, and I definitely going to think it's going to be worth it. I've gotten all the way down to the edge here, just again rolling that leather up and sealing everything. I think this is going to have to be sanded and then edge coated, so I'm just waiting for the super glue to dry and going in on any little area that could use a touch more glue. Trying to make it as smooth as possible, so I have to do as little sanding as possible, but you can see you can hear how rough that is. It's super glue, so. But it's already looking so much better than it did. Let's see what needs to be done on this other side while that side is drying. That's the good thing about it needing plenty of repairs, I guess, is that while one part is drying, I could be working on another part. I just fold that leather back over where it should be. Again, really meticulous work, but worth it using the original leather here. I think that's pretty much the only area that needs super glue here, but clearly we need some super glue here. Just gonna go ahead, get this glued down. Oh, probably couldn't put too much glue in there. I think I have a clamp I could put on here. All right, I found the tool that I bought to apply edge coat because most of the edge coat tools look just like this. I actually found this pack of tools at the Dollar Tree. So look, I could have even used this to bend the leather over. So a good little, I mean, this is obviously made for use with clay, but I feel like this is a really helpful little toolkit for $1, what is it, $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, for purses. So I don't know. This is my first time trying this. Oh, okay. We're just gonna go for it. Okay, already, yeah, that's a lot easier than using the Q-tip. All right. Thank goodness it's buildable. I think we will need a bit of a buildable finish here. I think instead of trying to stain this, I'm going to end up using paint for this and sealing it with the Angelus sealer. There's a little spot right there that needs to be filled in. I decided to speed up this process for you guys. This is actually 4 times speed. No, I was not working this fast. It's a little late at night at this point, but I'm essentially just going over everywhere that I have super glued down the piping and the leather, and I'm edge coating it to give it a more leather-like edge feeling. I need something more than just the super glue to be able to paint on, so I'm doing that on all of these edges, and then I end up finding another little area that could be super glued down. So you'll see me grab the super glue again here, just alternating between the two, using toothpicks, Q-tips, all kinds, little paintbrushes, anything I can, and then gluing the strap here all the way to the edge and clamping that and ensuring that that thing is closed and is not going to open back up. All right, I'm going to try to customize an acrylic to match the navy of the bag because I don't have navy. But even if I had navy, I'd have to customize it anyway. So let's see what we can do with a little royal blue and some brown. I feel like might get the job done here. All right, this color is truthfully almost black. This is black. It's like a grayish blue, but so is this. So I feel like it's still a little off, but I'd like to see. I mean, that's pretty daggum close. So we're going to go in, and These are Angelus brushes, so made for acrylics painting on leather. Let's see what we can cover here. I think it's too bright. It may dry darker though. And let's jump on 4 times speed again. This is the part of the video where I want to tell you I was painting this fast and without any painter's tape. I just had that steady of a hand, but honestly, this is a pretty slow process. It is, again, always worth it. When you're rehabbing a bag like this, redesigning any type of vintage, it's all in the details. It's often all in the prep work too. If you don't trust your hand, if you don't think it's steady enough, there is no shame in using painter's tape. You can see I used it on that side even more because I'm right-handed, and I think it was useful to use over on that side. So tape it off if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and continue this same paint all the way around so that the sheen and the color all match. Gonna do the same thing to the purse strap here. I'm going to go all over the bag, and if there's any areas, now where the edge coat is thicker here, it's going to require more than one coat, obviously. And I think I'm still going to have to sand it down or something because I'm not happy with it not being super smooth in those areas, but it is what it is right now. Anywhere on the bag that has fading, that the color is worn, I'm going to go in with this custom blended color and just start touching it up. All right, moment of truth, because I really don't want to have to go in with a leather dye here, mainly because I can't find a navy leather dye in my area, and Amazon and Walmart both are wanting like a week to send it to me, so we need to complete the video before that. I'm going to go in with paint, and I have an acrylic finisher for leather, so we'll be able to seal this, but I really think that we should be able to accomplish this with paint today. And it may add, you know, that acrylic level of protection as well. So I feel like I'm definitely going to have to blend this out because it's not an exact color match. I'm going to go in with this brush and just start dragging the color and make it blend. Just like you would blend your makeup or anything. We're going to make these colors blend together. That actually worked even better than I thought it would. And this is just, like I say, a dry brush for blending purposes only. I feel like that blends really nicely. All right, before photo, here we go, before. And after. All right, now I am on to every other corner of the bags, at least the ones that I can reach while the front is drying. And I'll be honest with you guys, I am seriously patting myself on the back for this color match. It was more black with just a tiny little touch of royal blue to it. And these are just the 50-cent paints that you find in the craft section at Walmart. Nothing too special about these. I'm going to try to go in and smooth out this really rough edge with sandpaper. Sadly, all I have is 80 grit sandpaper, but I'll just go really lightly and we'll see if we can get this looking better. I filled in the rest of it with some more edge coat, but it's just so rough. It's not looking good right now. I need it to be a lot more smooth than that. That's looking somewhat better. Somewhat. Don't worry. I'm not going to finish this bag this way. It will be smooth. One way or another. All right, I'm gonna go back in and repaint this edge now and hope that it looks better than it just did. Hope that it looks better. Definitely a lot better than where we started. Maybe we should flash back to where we started. If there's not a flashback right here, then I really got tired editing this video. There's hours editing this video. You guys see like, I don't know, probably 20 to 40 minute long video, and it takes 5 hours to edit down to that. So please, if you appreciate that or any of the work on these videos, be sure to like the video. If you would leave a comment, that would be amazing. I read every single comment on the videos, even if I cannot respond, and I try to respond to as many as possible. But if you really want me to see your comments and almost guarantee a response, comment on the video within the first like 30 minutes that it's up, because I usually hang out near the chat and answer questions and stuff like that as soon as the video is posted. I could definitely sand that down. I'm not going to paint this part. Let me wipe that back off. We're going to sand this part here because it's definitely rough. Yeah, that side's looking much better. I think it needs probably another coat of paint, but... All right, let's try to do the same thing to the strap here, just to get all of this looking a lot more smooth than what it currently is. This bag's been through a lot today, so we're gonna come in with leather CPR. I really love this stuff. I love this brush to apply it. This brush is fewer than $10. It's either $6 or $9 at Walmart. I have it linked below. Love this leather CPR. Don't know if they make anything like it that works quite so well. So this leather is actually a little bit damp still, but I'm just going to come in with the aim of not cleaning, but conditioning. And this leather really needs to be conditioned. I don't want it to dry overnight without any oil in it. So I'm just going to go in here. This is also going to help to buff out any irregularities in the color, any areas where I painted. It's going to just smooth everything out. So any scratches that we haven't gotten to. At this point, I let the whole bag dry overnight, and I assisted it a little bit on the cool setting of the blow dryer the next morning. And when I did, I realized that there was all kinds of areas that I needed to paint that I had not. So, you know, I mixed up a second batch of that paint, and I just started going to town. You can see all of this area around the inside flap. We did not come this far to only come this far. There's no way I'm leaving this bag. Look, how did I miss this? This entire area up on the strap here. So, you know, I'm going to go back in with the same technique, painting and blending and blending and painting. And afterwards, after I'm completely done with all of the acrylic paint, I have an Angelus finisher, and that's just going to seal in everything because it is just an acrylic paint. And with this particular one, a cheap acrylic paint. So we want to ensure that it's not going to ever flake off. It's not going to crack off. Leather is super flexible. So the finisher that I apply to that will definitely help. And then we're going to condition all of that as well. So with a process like this, it's definitely all in the finishing details. I'm just as pleased with this second batch of custom color as I was the first, because I think it's just blending out so smooth. I ended up blending out about half of this. I painted almost half of the interior flap. I went through on the strap, and any little area I found that was, again, less than perfect, it got painted. Like I said, we didn't come this far to only come this far. I do not want to look back at this bag and think, why didn't I paint that little area? Why didn't I paint that little area? So I went to town, and here's showing off that steady hand again. I don't know if the hands will always be steady like that, but today they are, so we're going to use them and not have to use the frog tape. If you do need some some frog tape. The stuff I use, guess what? Linked it below in the description. I'm not trying to have you guys go shopping all over the internet for the stuff I use here. So just check the description if you ever want to know what I use. I went over every area that I just painted with the acrylic finisher again. I mean, look at this. Maybe we need to see what the before looked like again, and now the after. I didn't even have to paint like this area wasn't painted at all. This is painted and the color match is just, it's perfect. I also used the acrylic finisher on this area, the outside of the strap, as well as the bottom of the bag. I think that we're in the home stretch on this one. I'm going to go over any last minute finishing details, and then I'll show you guys again one last before and after. One thing I do want to note is there is a little bit of peeling. It's not super bad, but there's a bit of peeling, and this bag is eventually going to have to be completely brushed out, but I'm going to try to keep it navy blue as long as I can. The first pocket isn't quite so bad, but these back here, they're just peeling a little bit. I decided to be as extra as possible, and I actually got a jewelry polishing cloth, and this hardware was in better condition than what you would expect, just really light scratches. But this is a cloth specifically designed for like sterling silver, gold jewelry that you just polish. And when you do, this black stuff comes off. You can see it here on the cloth. I went through every little piece of metal on this bag. I mean, inside and out, zipper heads, the little findings on the purse strap, the inside of the magnetic clasp, everything got polished and wiped down. And once I finished with that, I used this Ozium air sanitizer to get any lasting smell out of this bag. All right, let's take a look one more time at what this thing looked like before. I think to truly appreciate the before here, I want you guys to consider how much you would pay for this bag before. If you would have even considered this bag, if you found this in a storage unit, in a thrift store, in a ditch on the side of the road, and she was smelling like you know she smelled in the beginning of the video, look at the stains, look at the edges. This is the condition, but this was also a $14 Gucci bag. $14, guys. If I hadn't bought it, what would have happened to this bag? I'm just so excited always to give these things new life, but I had to show you what it looked like before. Here's the after. Now, if you saw this bag hanging at the thrift store, if you saw this bag hanging at the, I don't know, local secondhand, the consignment store, look at the edges. That piping, I didn't think it was going to look that good. Even I had doubts about this bag while I was gagging unboxing it, but alas. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to comment below and say, did I actually rehab this bag, or did I secretly go get a second bag, a brand new bag, and I'm just duping you guys? This is not even the same bag. Could it be? What do you think? Comment below. Let me know your favorite part of this rehab. Please be sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss upcoming ones. I know a lot of the work that I've done on bags thus far has been very similar, but I'm telling you, I have a Gucci tapestry style, that jacquard fabric bag coming up, and I'm going to have to do some repairs to it I have never done before, so you don't want to miss it. Be sure you're subscribed. Oh, just take a moment and look at the inside of this bag. You remember the mildew, right? You remember what this thing looked like, because I'm just pretty sure that this is where the cherubs start singing. This is where we see a flood of light hit this bag and the angels are rejoicing, because look at this bag, the corners. Mwah, chef's kiss. Okay, I've done enough bragging on the bag. Please, honestly, let me know what you think. Where did I mess up? What could I do better? Because I love learning from you guys, especially purse restorers in the chat. Thanks again one more time for watching today's video. God bless you guys.